Hello guys, what's going on? LewisThePen here, and I'm back with another Clash of Clans video. In today's video guys, we're going to be looking at a war that finished yesterday, and it was a league war. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. We managed to get the win. Shout out to DK second BRIGADE for this war. It was a really fun war. It was really close, as you can see on the percentage, but we did manage to get the few extra stars. And let's have a look at some attacks. So first, we're going to go down to a Town Hall 9 attack from us. Now this was a pretty good attack, a queen charge Lalo attack. Now when this was actually happening, I wasn't really too sure if it would work, but it did manage to get a free start and it was a really nice attack. So let's see how combine 0-0 does do it. So comes in with a queen charge from the top left of the base here. Got a couple rages, a couple haste and a heal for his balloons, and let's see. So he's trying to take down the heroes here. Obviously the king doesn't matter too much, but he's going to need to fight the king in a moment anyway, because he is going to attack the queen. And here goes the queen ability and the rage. So the king and the queen are both down now, and the queen is going to walk to the left, which is obviously what we wanted because the air defense are down here. So he starts off with a funnel over here with his king and a baby dragon in the corner to take down that Tesla, and then his queen moves down, and at that point the only place the queen can go is into the base, because he doesn't have anywhere else to go because the funnel is already made. So let's see how he does it. So he drops in some wall breakers. No test wall breakers here, which is quite lucky. There wasn't a trap there. And he comes in with the air defense, takes one down, and here comes the rage spell. Just because the sweeper is moving some stuff back. Queen almost walks around the base, but she does go back in, which is quite lucky. CC comes out, air defense goes down, and at this point it was a really nice attack. Not too long left in the raid here. He has used quite a bit of time doing this queen charge, but he does have all the king and the minions for cleanup. So it's looking pretty good here. So he starts off his air attack in just a moment here once the CC is dead. And here comes a max Lava Hound from the CC, new level 5 I believe, Lava Hound. So he drops in some minions straight away behind, and he's also dropping some haste spells just to make sure the loons do catch up with the Lava Hound, and the Lava Hound doesn't get too far ahead and stop tanking for the rest of the balloons. And here comes a heal spell on this expo compartment. Sadly, most of the loons do split, but luckily he does manage to get the expo with this single loon under heal, so that's quite lucky there. And let's see how he does it. So sweeper pushing him back a little bit, but the balloons are going to move out of range of the sweeper, and there's one air defense left with our Lava Hound up, so it's pretty much a free start at this point. Still got some minions here all around the base, got some lava pops as well. Lava Hound's even going to pop, I believe. No, it doesn't, really low though, and that is going to be a free start there, 4 combine. So nice attack to you, dude. Moving up guys, we have a 10v10 attack from iDev here, and it's going to come straight in with a wall wrecker here and a couple of troops to funnel behind. Got a baby dragon and some wizards. Tesla does manage to get one. This was a fresh hit, so he didn't know there was a Tesla there, but he manages to get the funnel, and all his troops do move into the base because the CC actually lures the queen in and all the bowlers, which is pretty awesome. Got a golem in the CC, targeted by the single inferno, which kind of sucks, but it's got a heal spell there for all the bowlers and stuff, and he's got a rage spell as well to keep everything moving. So his kill score gets so much value here, a lot more value than he expected to get, and his queen does stay up for quite a long time. So he's dropping some hogs here just to take down the cannon, but the queen does manage to get it, and then the rest of the hogs are going to be coming in from the top side, top left here, and he's going to be dropping in heal in just a moment. Really nice heal spell placement there, covering all these defenses and any possible giant bomb placements, just like that one, which does go off there. Now a couple of wizard towers down the bottom, he knows he needs to drop in a heal. Two hogs there trigger a giant bomb, which is awesome. He's got a ton of point defense attacking his hogs down here, so he drops in a heal. Again, good placement there. Queen is still up, doesn't need her ability just yet, going to be popping it in a moment. And he goes in with a poison for all these skeletons and this king. So again, good spell placement there from iDep here, really nice attack. And he's got one more heal for 3 defenses left. He's got cleanup of wizards around the base, and he's got pretty much a load of troops left for the cleanup. Drops in a heal spell just because he can. He doesn't really need to swag it. It is a league war, so if you do fail, it isn't very good, obviously, and there's no point trying to swag it. Just make sure you do get the free star, and we can win the war. So these guys were second in the league before we faced them. I believe they still are second, and we are about 5th or 4th now. So we do need to get to the top 4 in the league to be able to actually qualify for the playoffs. So we're going to need to win a couple more wars in a row to manage to actually get to the playoffs. So it's going to be pretty hard, but I believe we can do it with our performance we've showed in the last couple of wars. We've been doing really good, and I'm excited for the next one to see if we can manage to get a win and see if we can actually move on to the playoffs. So I'm pretty happy so far with how we performed in the league, and let's move on to next up. So good attack there by iDeb, let's see one more attack from our side, which is obviously me going to be coming in with a 12v12. So here we go, guys. So this was hit originally by Roy, and he used E-Drags and he almost 3-starred, but I don't have max E-Drag, so I come in with a Hog Rider attack because that is my specialty, guys. I come in with a funnel, the Warwick up there, just to make sure he goes to a town hall to break that wall down, and a couple of baby dragons and wizards to funnel. Another golem up here with another baby dragon, just to make sure the funnel is complete. That golem is going to walk around, I knew that, but I couldn't really help that because I did need to get a funnel. And here comes the Warwicker. So we're going to be breaking through all them walls there, perfect how I wanted it. Sadly, King does get targeted, but I do pop the Warden ability in just a moment because this was a level 4 Giga Tester, and there was a couple of bomb towers there, so I didn't want my troops to instantly die. So I come in here with the Queen's ability in just a moment, I believe. Actually, no, I saved the Queen's ability, but I have CC Giants here, Max Giants you see up here, which are pretty tanky, and I come in with the Hogs at the bottom. So I have 5 heal spells and 31 new max level Hog Riders. Dropping an early heal there could have been better placed, but it did work out kind of alright. Did lose a couple of Hogs because I didn't place it well. Start cleanup really early, as you see I just dropped the Hogs and then go with the cleanup. Now this was quite a weird base because it was like really spread out. There was loads of different compartments. You see this eagle compartment in the middle is like on its own for some reason. Maybe to prevent E-Drags from chaining their lightning onto it, but I'm not too sure. So we still have the Queen's ability here. We have some max level giants tanking at the top, which is pretty awesome. Had to pop the Queen's ability here because the Arch Tower was attacking it. And we still have a ton of Hog Riders left up. Now the max level giants in the CC do a ton of tanking here, which is awesome. And we're going with a final heal spell, which is going to just secure the 3-star. It was kind of close here because I did lose a couple of Hogs to a spring, but luckily all my troops do move back into the heal and managed to get healed up to max health. We also have a wizard in the middle cleaning up the builder and the CC, which is awesome. And at this point it was just clean up. We have a couple of Hogs left and a couple of giants left, which is pretty awesome, managing to get a 3-star on this town of 12 base, and that is where the raid's going to come to a close. So King is going to eventually kill my queen, but she's done enough and we have a ton of troops left to get a 3-star. Even if all these Hogs died, all we needed was to get this builder hut and it would have been a 3-star. So that is where the raid's going to come to a close, and luckily I managed to get a 3-star in this attack and we managed to get a win in the war. So now let's have a look at a couple of their attacks. They did some pretty awesome attacks as well. Obviously not their best war, but let's go ahead and have a look. So start from number 15 on our side down the bottom. Now this was a really nice attack here. Triple golem here and 3 heals, 1 jump, no rage spell in this one, and he does basically swag a spell on this attack, so it's pretty awesome. So let's see. I believe this was a cleanup hit because this was the final town 9 attack of the war, and he comes in with a super wide spread of the golems there, which is obviously just to get a funnel, and he takes down the tester farm over here, but sadly he does hit a giant bomb, so nice try to him. And here comes the heroes in the middle golem, and they're going to be taking down the queen. Goes for a poison on the queen and then a poison on the CC. Don't really know if he needed both, but he does it either way and it does work out. So let's see. So he drops in some Hogs quite early here. Now I'm not too sure if I would have waited a little bit for these golems to tank. And here comes these CC Hogs as well. And at this point he's got 3 heals moving through the base. So it's going to be pretty simple here. Only a couple of defenses left up. Not the strongest of bases, but it is a pretty decent base as well. And he's going to be using another heal spell in just a moment on this bomb tower so it doesn't kill all the Hogs. Spring only gets one Hog there, so that isn't very lucky. And he's going to be dropping in a final heal spell down the bottom, basically swagging it. He doesn't really need it. And he's got a ton of Hogs left up in the raid. Still got the Queen's ability, still got a full health golem, and a couple of wizards around the side, and a king. So pretty much crushing this base. The only thing that could have stopped him now is time. But like I said, he does have a load of cleanup wizards on either side, and he's still got the queen and king alive. So it's pretty much a 3-star, and that was a really nice attack to Kaz at 2. So shout out to you, dude. Really good attack here on our number 15 base. And let's move on to the next one, which is a 10v10 attack they did. Sadly, the only 10v10 they did hit in the wall, but let's have a look at it either way. So here we go, guys. We have Mitch coming in for the defense. Obviously, it is a 3-star, but let's see how he does it. So this is the only 10v10 they did hit in the war, but they were close on some other occasions. But this one was a super close attack, and I want to show you guys it. So he comes in with bowlers, witches, healers, and a couple giants around the edge. And in the middle, he comes in with the warwicker and the heroes, just to make sure he does get the funnel. And let's see how he does it. So, and we do have a CC lava and a balloon, which is going to do a ton of damage to this warwicker. The warwicker does make it through though. He does have 2 jumps as well. And I don't really know if he needs 2 jumps, but he brings him either way. And the lava hound is going to pop right by now. He doesn't have a poison spell for this lava hound, so it's going to be pretty close. Queen is going to get distracted for a bit, but he does have a ton of troops walking around the outside. Lost all his healers on the top, still got a healer on the bottom, so that is all good down there. Also got the king and his ability, and here comes the rage spell and judge spells. At this point, guys, he didn't have anything in the core, and I didn't think it was going to be a 3-star, but it's so close how this one happened. King was locked on there by the single inferno, but he does manage to walk out of the range, so that's pretty lucky there for Cabarrus, and let's see how he does do it. So still got a queen's ability here. 2 single infernos left up, and he got like no troops left. So at this point, I thought it was over. I kind of backed out the raid. I didn't think it was going to be a 3-star, but he does actually manage to get it. If we have a look at this, 1 witch takes down the archtower. He's got 2 wizards left, 1 witch, and that is pretty much it. And the queen, and he pops the queen's ability quite early, and the queen does target the air defense. Single inferno, gonna lock onto the queen slightly, and the archtower as well. But somehow the queen's gonna manage to take down the archtower with 1 HP left, guys. That's insane. And then the queen does die to a giant bomb, as well as the witch. So the only thing left in this raid, guys, 1 skeleton, 2 wizards. That is awesome. That is really close. An insane attack here from their side, but it's just so close, and somehow managing to get the 3-star. I don't know how. When I saw 2 single infernos up with the queen, I thought it was over, and then the queen died to a giant bomb at the end. That was insane. But that is where we're going to come to a close on this recap, guys. It was a really good war, really close. They did hit a ton of close attacks as well. I got 90%ed, I believe. Let me just have a check at that real quick. Let me go, and yeah, I got 90%ed, so really close there. And that would have maybe decided the war. But that is where we're going to end today's video, guys. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit the like button. And if you want to stick around to the channel for more war recaps and more epic content coming soon, like we have a troll base coming tomorrow, I believe. And make sure you turn on notifications so you get the video as soon as I post them. But that is it. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Peace out.